So today we're going to kind of start off with, first of all, an explanation. Why is it called Cooking on the Ridge? Well, because we live in the community of Rabbit Ridge, Kentucky, and we are actually on a ridge in that community, so Cooking on the Ridge. I am a Pampered Chef consultant, so Pampered Chef is what I do for a living, basically. I sell kitchen products, spices, so forth like that, through Pampered Chef's online store. I have my own channel. It'll be in the video description where you can log in and shop, or you can contact me if you'd like to host a party. Hosting a party is how you get the biggest discounts. As you have people submit orders for different products, the more money that you make in sales, the bigger your discounts are. So that's how the whole system works. But today we're going to start off with giving you a couple of demonstrations here on some vegetable preparation that we're going to do. So we're going to be making fajitas, and these are known as rush hour fajitas, so they go very, very fast. This is a product that Pampered Chef has called the Rapid Prep Mandolin. And it, as you can see, it's configured here for storage. So you just basically pull this off and extend the legs out. Okay, and the legs basically sit underneath the bin here. Okay, and then on this part you slide this little cover down, and that's where the blade is there. And then you can connect the chute where you put the food in, and then this is your little control deal to mash it down as you're cutting. And then this handle here extends up, and that's what you do. So in the back of this are two knobs to set your different sizes. So I'm going to set mine on 8 and slice. Okay, for this demo. This is actually a product that this is called the Prep and Store. It comes with this this nice cutting board here that you see, and the cutting board is your surface for preparation of your food. Slice through there, set that to the side, and we've got a trash back here. Just pull that out. Now I can slice this down into smaller pieces. So this is a green bell pepper. We're going to be slicing it up. And so we'll put it down inside there. And chop, and it comes out. Okay. And you'll notice it's all done. So nothing. It all went down into the center. The rest of that, so then take this off and have it back here on the you just basically take and scrape your stuff right off into the container, and then that's ready to store in the refrigerator. And since we're going to do different colors of peppers, we'll do a yellow one next. And same basic thing, we're just going to slice the top off of it, take the center out, slice it, take the membrane out, and put it into the chopper. And there you have it. Now the really nice thing about these is I have this stuff is filled up now as much as I want to. And I have a lid for it. So just put the lid down on the top here. I can vent it, or I can have it all the way closed. Also with these lids, there's a little device here in the top that you can put in the bottom if you have watery foods. And you can put that in the bottom, and it keeps the water separated from the actual cut up food that you have. And this just snaps back into the lid for storage. And then this you put into this tray here, So you just put those in the bottom of the tray. And then these just sit right on top of it. And outside of the refrigerator, that'll keep everything cold for approximately 2 to 4 hours, depending on the conditions outside. If you put them in the freezer and then take and put them in the storage container there, it'll keep your food cold for 4 to 6 hours. Just super, super simple. This really doesn't take a whole lot of effort. It's actually fairly easy to do. We'll spread them straight up into a container. And there's our onions for our fajitas. Again, we'll put the lid on, and away we go. Some cheese that we're going to do for our fajitas. So we're going to take our other storage container that we have here. Take the divider out of here as well. We'll put it down in here. And we're going to take our adjustable microplane grater. And we're actually going to do a blend here. We're going to do a blend of cheddar cheese and Monterey Jack. So just take that off there. Pull out the block of cheese. And you could buy pre-grated cheese in the store, but really freshly grated from a block like this is the way you want to go, because they put a lot of additives and stuff in the cheese that you buy pre-shredded, like so. And just now I'm not going to use a divider because I'm going to blend the two cheeses together when I put them into the middle. So we're just going to take and put this directly into our storage container. We'll take our Monterey Jack and do the exact same thing. And like I said, just scrape all this off into a little handy holder here. And then what I like to do, the top on it, and just kind of shake it up, and it'll blend itself. And so when you get ready to do your fajitas, now you've got a blend of cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese. We've got the inserts down in here to keep it cold. We're just going to stick this entire thing in the refrigerator and then let it stay cold until we're ready to actually use it. Okay? And so this fits in about the same amount of space as a 12-pack of soda. So very, very space-saving device here, and it'll keep your food nice and cold until it's. And the nice thing about this, at least in my kitchen, I've got the trash right here, so I can just basically just wipe this right off into the trash. So for later on, I'm actually going to use some jalapenos as well. I like to slice mine in half. Right, and open them up. And the trick about jalapenos, this part in the middle is the hot part. It's the seeds, the membrane here. So depending on how spicy you like it, you can leave that, take it out. It's really a matter of personal preference. This is called our scoop loop. So you can just kind of take this and run it down through there, and it just basically pulls all that stuff out. You're left with just a jalapeno skin. And I'm just, with these, I'm just going to kind of cut them up into small pieces. That'll be just enough when I put it in with the chicken. We're going to do chicken fajitas. And for this, I've got a nice little 1 cup prep bowl. And again, even though I'm not using the container, same thing, just put the bowl there and scrape right off into it. And then you put the lid on. The next thing we'll be doing is the chicken itself, but I'm going to kind of clean this all up just a little bit, and I'll be back. Okay, welcome back. We're going to continue on. We have a couple of chicken breasts here, and we're just going to do a little bit of trimming on them, get some of this excess fat off of here. And then next thing we're going to do is once we trim the fat off one, I'm going to butterfly it open like that so that I've got pieces that are about that big. Okay, and that's how we're going to want to put them into the device that we're going to be using to cook them. So, yeah, roughly that size. So that's our chicken pieces. And we're just going to take them and put them into our storage container until we're ready to cook them. Now you could, if you wanted to, go ahead and season your chicken. This is Southwestern seasoning from Pampered Chef. It's a very good seasoning mix. And this is what we're going to use when we actually cook the fajitas. But you could go ahead, sprinkle that on the chicken and let it sort of start to absorb that a little bit. The problem is, without it being a proper marinade, it's really not going to do all that much. And we're really not storing it very long. So I'm going to use this when I go to put it into the cooker to get it ready. I'll just put it over the chicken then, and then it will go ahead and impart its flavor onto the chicken and onto the vegetables that are there, the peppers and the onions, as well as it's cooking. This is the original deep covered baker that Pampered Chef uses. It's got a stoneware inside and enameled on the outside. This is the one we're actually going to be using to cook. But I also wanted to show you this one. This is the one that is new that will be, it's been redesigned, a little bit of difference here. It will be available the 1st of September. So the current version looks just like this, but it's gray. Okay, and there's actually two sizes of these. This is the regular deep covered baker. There's also a mini deep covered baker, which is about half the size of this. So this is more like for a family. The mini is more like for a couple. Okay, so anyhow, I just wanted to show you this will be the one that's available after the 1st of September. So all we're going to do is take and assemble our pre-cut ingredients into this deep covered baker. I've had these separated up to a mound, but I'm going to take the divider out. We're going to put those in. These are our green and yellow peppers. So we're just going to kind of put those across the bottom of the deep covered baker. And we'll put our onions on top of that. I'm going to hit the vegetables, just a little bit of the seasoning. Doesn't have to have a whole lot because it's going to come down from the chicken as well. So a little bit of seasoning with that. Then I'm just going to kind of lay the pieces of chicken in there. Now hopefully you noticed I didn't put any water, any oil, anything else like that. And you don't need to. Because as this cooks, the steam inside there is going to actually keep everything moist and nice. And so just to show you what that looks like, there's our chicken and our vegetables down in there. And then we're going to put this lid on. And we'll cook it for 17 minutes. That should be all the time it needs. Should be finished by the end of 17. Handy little Pampered Chef microwave gripper. Okay, we're looking pretty good here. All right, so one of the things we want to do now, if you remember, our chicken is still in pretty good sized chunks. We're going to use another Pampered Chef device called the salad chopper. So it's got two blades on it, and you just basically carefully pick up the chicken and just cut it. So you've already got your vegetables cut, so try not to cut into any of the vegetables. You want to just get the chicken and get it cut up nicely. All right, and in the meantime, I've got some flour tortillas here. We're going to put those in the Pampered Chef tortilla warmer. Stick those into the microwave for about 25 seconds. Should get them nice and warm. Pampered Chef actually has a whipped cream maker that will also make sour cream very easily by hand. Make it nice and fresh. We've got recipes to how to do your own guacamole. We've got recipes for making your own salsa, everything like that. So if you go on my website, you will actually see a section called recipes at the top, and you can click on those recipes and you can look and see all this different stuff. And along with that, it actually tells you what tools you can use to make those things. So it's very, very nice to be able to not only see the recipe, but see what you need to do it. And if you don't happen to have the Pampered Chef stuff to do it with, I mean, there's other ways to do it. You can make it conventionally. Pampered Chef just makes it a little bit simpler, a little bit easier, a little faster usually. As you can see, we've done fajitas here and basically from start to finish, maybe 30 minutes. The deep covered baker, you can actually take a whole chicken, 4 to 5 pound chicken, and put all your seasonings on it, put it in there, put it in the microwave for about 30-35 minutes. You kind of have to use your internal temperature probe to see what the doneness is, but you can cook a whole chicken in just about 30 minutes. You can actually take chicken, like chicken breasts and stuff that are frozen, and put those in here, frozen, and put that in the microwave for about 40-45 minutes, and you can turn completely frozen chicken into a meal in about 45 minutes. So thank you very much. Appreciate you joining. If you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with all the different things that we've got coming over the next weeks and months. And if you ring the little notification bell, you'll be able to see whenever I post a new video or put new content onto the channel. All right, so again, thank you so much for joining me, and enjoy cooking on the ridge.